global death count has reached 250,000. That includes 68,000 in the United States. Meanwhile, state by state, the country is taking more steps toward reopening. Stephanie Sy begins our coverage.
Barbers in Omaha, Nebraska were back at work today.
Financially, it's been real bad, but I think I pretty much missed the atmosphere of being able to cut hair and being around people.
The state is further easing restrictions on some of the businesses shuttered by the pandemic. Owners say it's a positive step toward a new normal.
We will be doing appointments only, because we can only have 10 people in the shop at once.
The new wave of reopenings has come amid a push and pull across the country on when and how to resume public life. California Governor Gavin Newsom said some retailers in his state could resume doing business this week. In South Dakota, a Smithfield pork processing plant, formerly closed due to hundreds of COVID-19 infections, began partially reopening today. And Boston was the scene of the latest protest demanding officials drop restrictions as hundreds gathered outside the state capitol building. In the nation's capital, the Senate gavelled in for the first time in more than 5 weeks. That wasn't the case across the Capitol, where the House of Representatives opted to stay away, while Washington, D.C. remains a virus hotspot. Over the weekend, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi declined the Trump administration's offer to provide the rapid testing being used to screen visitors at the White House. In a rare joint statement, they said those resources should go to frontline workers, where they can do the most good the most quickly. Meanwhile, on Sunday, in a Fox News town hall, President Trump urged a broader return to work, even as he upped his estimate on how many Americans could die.
We're going to lose anywhere from 75, 80 to 100,000 people. That's a horrible thing. We should lose one person over this.
And the New York Times reported today that internal administration documents now project the toll could nearly double by June, with about 3,000 deaths a day. The White House downplayed the report, saying it had not gone through interagency vetting, but new modeling from the University of Washington showed similar results, a projected death toll of 135,000 due to relaxed social distancing. At the town hall, Mr. Trump also claimed early briefings from his own intelligence community failed to depict the severity of the virus.
On January 23rd, I was told that there could be a virus coming in, but it was of no real import.
Meanwhile, Europe's hardest hit countries are moving to loosen restrictions. Small businesses in Spain opened their doors to customers today, but owners like Susana Puebla at this nail salon in Madrid said it is far from business as usual.
It is not the same. It's not the way it was before. It's complicated now because we have to disinfect a lot more than before, but we are happy to be back.
And in Italy, nearly 4.5 million people returned to work in certain industries as the country logged its lowest new death count since the lockdown began in March. It's a different story in Russia, where infections spiked by more than 10,000 in the past 24 hours, bringing the total tally to double what it was last week. The world remains on guard, and amid a global hunt for a vaccine, leaders from Saudi Arabia to the European Union joined a virtual summit to pledge billions for research. The Trump administration decided not to take part. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Sy.